in the previous demo we have populated the data from the services, from the endpoint. We got the payload and we listed it out. What will happen if suppose some error occurs? In order to handle the error, in the model folder I am creating a new file called app.errorhandler.ts. So once again export the class. Called app error handler. Okay, there I'm just saying it should have a status called number, status text. I'm just going to take everything. Status text is going to be a string, URL, that's a string, and message, once again, that's a string. Okay, so why to confuse you people, we'll have interface itself. So I'm having a model called app error handler, right, which has the status text, URL, and the message. Now what I'm going to do here is, whenever any exception occur, especially when I do a Ajax call in the to-do service.ts, okay, in this method, if it throws any error, especially this method http client.get, if it throws any exception, I want to handle it. So to handle it, first you need to understand, if it is successfully done, it will return an observable of to do. If not, it's going to give the app error handler. Got it? If it is successful, it's going to return an observable of to do array. If not, it's going to give the app error handler. You can specify that by just giving a pipe symbol followed by app error handler. Got it? So we have it can be either giving a observable of to do array, or else it might be returning a observable of app error handler as well. So if this is happening, no problem. If not, I'm just getting that dot. I'm going to use the pipe method. So you all know what is pipe. It is available in the RxJS, especially the pipe is available in the RxJS, and in the pipe we have one method called catch error. So I'm just taking this. See here, it returns what? This get method. As of now, it returns observable of to do, right? If suppose something goes wrong, you can get the error with the help of catch error, which is available in the RxJS. So to do that, import from RxJS/operators. In that operator, I'm just picking up the catch error. So this is mainly for whenever any observable is throwing any exception, I can catch it with the help of this catch error method. So this observable is there. I'm using the pipe method, which we have discussed already. In the observable code, I have done that. If something goes wrong, any exception occur, I can call this function named catch error. Okay, so dot pipe, I'm calling that function catch error, get this error and return it with this dot. I need to have the error handler, right? HTTP error handler. This dot. Okay, I want to create one function in that case. So let me create one error handler. HTTP error handler. That's a function which is going to return a, because I'm expecting app error handler, right? So to do that, I'm just saying it is a observable of app error handler. Let app error, if you want to create it as a class, you can create it. Since it's a interface, we can directly use it, like let or app error, it's going to be of app error handler type, or let it be var app error handler type. So app error dot status. Okay, so in this we are going to get the error which is of HTTP error response. So whenever any exception occurs, we'll get the error in the HTTP error response. So from there I can pick up err dot the status code. I want to get the status, and app error dot status text from the exception err dot status text, and app error dot URL err dot which error is that we can pick it up, and finally app error dot message. I can just combine those two things, like error dot URL which error, and what is the status text err dot status text. So we can do whatever you want. This is my own message. I'm deciding how I want to send it. Then finally, this is important, return the error observable. Return the error observable dot create based on this app error. So I'm having my HTTP error handler which is going to return observable of app error handler. So when anything goes wrong with this, just pipe it dot pipe catch the error in the observable. After catching the error, get that error and just pass that error, because this error is nothing but your HTTP error response. Okay, just you need to say this dot HTTP error handler. So we are passing to that function. Okay, this dot error handler, it takes ERR. So this is the way to handle the exception in HTTP client. Okay, this HTTP client is a new feature introduced in Angular 5. In Angular 5, if I want to get the record or put the record or post the record or delete the record, we have the appropriate methods. Dot get, put, post, delete, all the HTTP methods are available. Now I want to get the record based on this URL. If it is successfully handled, it's going to return an observable of to do array. If something goes wrong, it's going to return an observable of app error handler. For that I have created, you cannot write this code every time. So I have just created it as a separate method, and I'm just calling it whenever any exception occur, catch the error and give it to this error handler. This error handler will have all the details, which is nothing but your app error handler. So it's going to return an app error handler, and you need to if you want to catch this error in your code, you need to go back to your app.component.ts. In the app.component.ts, instead of just simply retrieving the list, this is for the success part. This is the success part, and you all know when any error occur, that is going to be the second function. Subscribe method takes 3 arguments. First is success, second is for the error. So take the error, and it's going to be of app error handler, and you can even print that error message. So console.log err dot, that complete message you can print. So we have this option, status text and all those stuff. You design your error how it needs to look. I'm just going to just simply print that message, save it, and as of now no error occurred. no issues. If suppose something goes wrong, for example, in my constant, instead of todo.json, I'm just giving something like this, a model. Instead of interface, let me make it as a class. So you know that if it is a class, then we need to create the instance, right? So once you have the instance, then it makes sense to work with that. Like, let me say dodo service.ts, because I want to create the instance and set it. Let I just set, instead of where app error, I'm saying app error equal to new app error handler. Okay, so I'm just checking this working or not. Yes, here we go. You can see that HTTP failure response for unknown URL. You can get everything. Now I can just say dollar, I want to get the status error URL, dollar error.url, whatever URL you have given, dollar error.status text. With this combination, I need to get the message. So save it. I'm giving the endpoint which is not there. So there is no error and it is saying something unknown error, but you can specify endpoint is not defined, or whatever you want to specify based on the condition. You can just set that, or just simply put that message itself. So that will be even more better. error dot message. So this is the way we can handle the exception in the HTTP calls.